Hello everyone, Mayor Tom Price here, along with City Manager Dr. Brenda Fetro and guest Councilwoman Sammy Martin. As you may recall, we have started this new format, which will be the Friday after each council meeting. Within each video, I will introduce you to a council member who will update you on the minutes from this week's council meeting. Sammy will be giving those updates shortly. In light of the recent civil unrest throughout our country, I want to talk a little about our public safety department and the policies of the department. After receiving a letter and several phone calls from residents about defunding our police department, I want to assure every resident that the City Council has no intention of defunding any department. Following are some of the very important facts you should be aware of about your police department. In addition to these facts, you should know that under the command of Chief Joe Lasada, we have the most diverse department the city has ever had. Several years ago, we went through a rigorous process to achieve an accreditation from the Commission of Law Enforcement. That accreditation is reviewed and reaffirmed every 2 years. Our use of force policy is reviewed annually. We do not allow vascular neck restraints. Each officer receives de-escalation training annually. Each officer receives annual training designed specially to deal with those challenged by mental illness. Further, the Rockledge Police Department use of force policy includes language dictating fellow officers who recognize when any force applied is unreasonable or unnecessary to act and intervene. RPD has a software program in place, Internal Affairs Pro, specifically designed to be a disciplinary early warning system. And we also have an employment assistant program in place to assist officers in time of need. Our discipline procedures, policies are reviewed annually and are very strict, holding our officers accountable to our expectations. All road officers wear body cameras. Our hiring practices standards have been mimicked throughout the county. We hire for character, I repeat, character, and currently 48% of our employees are minorities. Folks, we have a great community. I think we all know that. Our public safety, which consists of the police and the fire departments, have a great relationship with all of our citizens. It's the open communications that keeps us feeling safe and proud of where we live. Let's continue to keep things in a positive direction. We are a small community and we all stand together. As your mayor, I want you to know I am very proud of our police officers. They are well trained, they are well educated, and they are compassionate when needed, and they are diverse. I would put them up against any department in Brevard County and even the state of Florida. Thank you very much. And now I will turn it over to Dr. Brenda Fetro, our city manager, and she will give you an update on the COVID-19. Brenda?
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon, everyone. With regard to the Phase 2 reopening of COVID-19, remember that restaurants, bars, pubs, and taverns are at 50% capacity. Gyms, retail establishments, museums, libraries, they're open for business, but with proper social distancing in place. This week, in recent days, we've actually seen a spike in the numbers. I believe it was a day or two ago, Brevard County had, I think, the highest spike in this entire pandemic. So please, I know it's been a long time and everybody is weary and tired, but continue to socially distance, continue to consider wearing face coverings, and continue washing hands very, very frequently, please, for your own safety and your family and your friends. Also, during the COVID-19, please remember that, unfortunately, the 4th of July picnic and the 4th of July fireworks have been canceled. It is the safe and reasonable thing to do. Switching gears slightly to now the census information. I've tried to keep you all up to date on our census reporting. You are doing a great job. We continue to be the second in the county, but a great response rate, so please continue your efforts. Just so you know, the door-to-door, so if you did not complete the survey online, the door-to-door process will begin August 11th. It is extremely important that each of you complete the census survey, whether it's via online or as an individual comes to your door. In fact, a recent example, a Central Florida county lost out on CARES Act funding because their county was undercounted from the last census. It's critically important. If you haven't done it and wish to do so, please visit 2020census.gov. And just a couple of facts when those individuals come to your front door. First, please check to make sure that they have a valid ID badge with their photograph and a U.S. Department of Commerce watermark on said badge with an expiration date. And if you have any questions whatsoever regarding the census, please call 844-330-2020. Again, 844-330-2020 to speak with a Census Bureau representative. So now it's my pleasure to turn it over to Councilwoman Sammy Martin. Councilwoman?
Thank you, Dr. Vetro, and thank you, Mayor. Hello, Rockledge residents. It's a pleasure to be able to address you in this format. Let me begin by introducing myself. I am Councilwoman Sammy Brown Martin, and I am proud to be the first Black woman to serve on the Rockledge City Council. I was elected to seat number 3 on November 7, 2017, and I have the distinct pleasure of serving with 6 young men, including the Honorable Mayor Tom Price. I was born and raised here in Rockledge, and I graduated from Rockledge High School in 1978. I earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in English from St. Augustine's College in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I went on to study journalism at Iowa State University. I returned home in 1983 and married my middle school boyfriend, Dexter Martin, and Dexter and I have 4 adult children. We've been married 37 years. Professionally, I worked at Kennedy Space Center for about 30 years. And like many of you, I was laid off in 2011 at the closure of the shuttle program. And I am currently employed as a procurement analyst with the city of Titusville. I answered the call to public service in the early 80s. And I've since been a member of several organizations, served on 2 of our city boards, volunteered as a county court mediator, and continue to support many of our school and religious activities. I'm a member of the National Congress of Black Women, and I'm also a lifelong member of the Central Brevard NAACP, and I'm an ordained minister of the Church of God, which is headquartered in Cleveland, Tennessee. So that tells you a little about me if you don't know me. The agenda at this week's council meeting was somewhat brief. The main item of business was a presentation from a consulting firm, which was hired by our Community Redevelopment Agency Board to provide the city with recommendations for improvement in 2 of the 4 sub-districts within the CRA, the Florida Avenue and Barton Boulevard sub-districts. After a month of research, public meetings, and by meeting with our various stakeholders, the final strategies were reported to the council at our meeting. The goals of the plan are to facilitate redevelopment, establish brand and identity, consider 2-lane Barton Boulevard for walkability, comfort, and special events, brand Lake Betsy as the Lake Betsy recreational area, improve recreational offerings. The overall vision for the revitalization of the area was presented along with initiatives and projects to enhance economic growth and to improve the quality of life. The council also appointed resident Chelsea Anderson to the Board of Adjustments. Congratulations, Chelsea. This is an opportune time for me to make an appeal for our volunteer boards. Our boards are a great way for our residents to give back. Meetings are held monthly here at City Hall. You'll have the opportunity to sit at the dais. Board responsibilities and applications are on the city's website, so please consider volunteering. In closing, while our staff and city manager are available to assist on a daily basis, please know that you are always welcome to come before your council with anything that will improve your quality of life as a Rockledge resident. It has been a delight for me to represent the city of Rockledge since 2017, and I look forward to serving for the next 3 years. Stay safe, and I also want to let you know, mark your calendars, our next mayoral message will be held on July 17th, immediately following our council meeting on Wednesday. Thank you.